Hello and welcome to another episode of Kajabi in 5 minutes. I'm continuing the series on offers. I believe this is the 5th video on offers. Maybe it's not, maybe it is. I can't quite remember, but I think it is. And if you've got questions about offers and you're just tuning in now, back it up a couple videos. I've gone through basically the offer area in Kajabi, starting on the details page, and just going through section by section, talking about all of the things. And so today I am going to talk about offer pricing. This is a really awesome space in the offer. There's lots of flexibility here. And this is what offers are all about, getting paid. So without further ado, let's do it. So within the offer pricing, you have different options: one-time payment, payments plan, subscription, and free. So the one-time payment is you're just getting paid once and that's it. With this payment option, you can choose set a price and you can set a currency. You also have the ability to hit the box for let customers pay what they want, which is a really cool feature and great in some instances. And you can enable a quantity selector. So on the checkout page, people can buy more than one of the offer, which also in its own use case is very useful. That's what you need. One thing that I'll mention about the one-time payment offer that you can't see here on this page is if you go into the settings space, there's actually a little toggle that can let people purchase this as a gift, this offer as a gift, and it only works with the one-time payment type. And so I'll get into that gift purchase in another episode. But it is good to know while we're talking about the one-time payment that you need the one-time payment in order to sell offers as a gift. So if you are connecting your offers and Kajabi payments to sales tax, then you can also do that right here in this pricing details or in the pricing area of Kajabi. And one thing that you'll notice while you're looking at this box is it says add custom price text. And this is something that you can do for all of the different payment types: one-time, multi-payment, subscription, or free. And it may be good, it may not. What you're going to have to do if you're experimenting with that text is you'll just need to add some text, save it, preview the checkout page, see how it looks, and just kind of through trial and error, figure out if the default text or your added text is going to be better and approach it that way. So the one-time payment is really simple and straightforward. You're just getting one payment of that amount of money in whatever currency you choose. The payment plans is the multi-payment option. And this is actually pretty cool. So you can set again the payment amount and you can set the currency, but then you can also set the number of payments. And so unlike a subscription, this is a predetermined amount that you will get paid, even if somebody cancels the program. Really, the only thing that will keep you from getting paid is if the credit card doesn't have enough money to pay you or if the card itself gets canceled. So this is a payment plan that someone is signing up for, and you can choose the payment amount, the number of payment, and then the intervals, week, month, or year. So that's kind of interesting. And then also there is a trial period and a setup fee, both optional. And so the setup fee would be an initial amount that you're collecting at the time of checkout, not something that's going to be reoccurring in future payments. And the trial period is basically a number of days. So you put in a number and it's days, and you can go between 1 and 365, which lets people go through the checkout process, get access to everything, but not be committed to payments until that trial period is ended. And that's when the payment processes. And if somebody cancels within that trial period, then they can actually cancel the payment plan. And so that may be useful for you. The subscription payment is kind of similar. You have the payment amount and the currency. You have frequency. So not number of payments this time, but frequency. And this is interesting. So you can do, again, in weeks, months, or years. And you could do every 1 or every 2 or every 3. It's just asking for a number there. I've never tested to see how high it can go, But basically, if you've got it set to every 3 and months, then the person will complete the checkout page. Payment will be made that moment. And then 3 months down the road, payment will be made again. 3 months down the road, payment will be made again. And the thing about a subscription is that the customer has the ability to cancel at any time, and then they are no longer committed to future payments. And they do retain access to whatever they're buying for the rest of their current payment period. And what I mean by that is if somebody is in a every month payment and on the 10th of a month, 10 days after they've made payment, they cancel, they still have until the rest of that month to access and use their stuff. And Kajabi manages all of that. So that's the way it is. Now, you still have the trial period and you still have the setup fee, which are options for the subscription payment. And yeah, that's basically the subscription payment. Now, something to be aware of, there is a setting in Kajabi that lets people cancel their own subscriptions. And there's actually a bunch of neat settings, or at least settings that you should be aware of, all in that same space in Kajabi, that same page where that specific setting is. So I'll get to that in the next episode because it deserves an episode all to itself. So the last payment type after subscription is free. And this one is really straightforward. It's just simply free. So those are the options, for all the different payment types within offers. Know that you can put coupons into any of these offers except the free one. And the coupons are also pretty flexible and be able to adapt to your different payment types. So I'll be talking about coupons later on as well. Next episode, I'm going to go into some pricing settings that you don't see here in the offers page, and specifically about subscriptions and free trials and receipts and things like that. So tune in next week for that one.